Bit frightened about going first, and then once I started going, I realised how good Paul was really.
Physio was.
Physio was. Yeah.
You're selling physio, not me.
Yeah.
Think back to your injury then, your very first time, probably 7 or 8 years ago. How long did you wait before you first picked up the phone to come in and see me?
10 years.
Why did you wait that long?
Because I thought nothing could be done. They'd just give me a bandage.
Think back to when you had the injury then. How long did you put up with it before you decided to do something about
months. Waited for it for months, thinking it'll just get better. Obviously it doesn't. You just keep putting it off, don't you? You think that'd be alright.
Did you just think tomorrow would be the day that it would get better?
Yeah.
The first time that you got injured, how long did you sit every day and wait for it to get better?
It took me ages, and the injury kept reoccurring with my knee, and then I was taking time out again, and then having to get back into the training again, and then eventually you just get so that enough's enough, and then you pick up the phone and you take the first steps to getting it put right, and you realise you should have done it probably 6 months earlier.
So do you think it took you 6 months?
Probably.
So what did you do in that 6 months? What was your kind of escape route to try and find information or to get help? What would you have tried?
Well, you do the usual thing that everybody does now, and you do the Google search, which frightens the life out of you, and you self-diagnose yourself and then panic, and then you probably rest for a little bit and think that it is getting better, and you're just making it worse, or it's not getting any better, and then you end up having to do the searches to find out where you can get a good physio.
To recovery.
How long did you wait? So was it squash you were playing at the time?
No, I think that was five-a-side at the time, but invariably I think I left it too long, which I've learned from that you've got to as soon as you've had the problem to get yourself in, because if you leave it too long, you think it's going to repair itself. It doesn't. It spoiled what you've been wanting to do for the next month. Whereas if you'd have gone in straight away, you'd have been fixed quicker.
What made you stop? Why did you wait? What was the obstacle to you coming in for physio?
Maybe I just didn't realise what it was bringing to the speediness of the repair. You think you're going to fix yourself, you're young, you don't need it, you're fit.
How long did you have your pain before you first came in for physio?
It was a good few months.
Why did you wait?
I waited just because I just did. I
didn't know what to do?
No.
And what was the final push then towards private physio?
Well, I spoke to my mum and she suggested it because my mum's had a bit of a fall at work and she went for physio.
How long did you wait for physio? Or to do something? What did you do? So you tore it?
I tore it, then it would feel better, then I'd go and play again, I'd be alright for part of the game, then it'd go again, I'd be hobbling around, another week would go, it'd feel alright, so I'd start playing again, and that went on for about 7 weeks, when I decided to go and see somebody. So
the biggest obstacle was that you always just thought tomorrow would be the day?
I've never had an injury before, and it was just one of those things, wasn't it? And it's lack of knowledge as well.
What would stop you from seeing a physio or a chiropractor? What would be the one thing that would put you off? No. Didn't you say that someone had done something, that you always ask them not to do something and they just go ahead and do it anyway?
Yeah, the one of them, osteopath, I went and told him I had the bad back and I had bad neck, and I said to him, under no circumstances I want you to crick my neck, because you've done it before and it's hurt me and I've gone away and I've been in more pain. But he used to just ignore me, do the usual stuff, and then at the end of it he'd come to the top and he'd crick my neck and leave me in pain again. So that's what put me off going back to him, and that's one thing I always mention when I come, this about my neck.
How long ago was that?
That would be about 50 years ago.
So you waited 50 years to come for physio?
Yeah. So I wasn't over getting physio then.
Sid, I have an estimation when I speak to patients. I usually tell them that most people wait 3 months before the pain starts and they actually make a decision to come for physio. But I think you've just blew that average out of the water. Because you've got loads of options. You've got NHS, you've got GP, you've got
Well, we wouldn't
osteo.
go to NHS because we don't trust it. And the time you wait to get in to see anybody is horrendous for me.
You don't get the time. You need to come more than once every 4 weeks or something.
Yeah, and I also think that when you're seeing somebody on a regular basis, it's a one-on-one and you get to know the person. And if you don't think they're doing the right treatment, A, you tell them, B, you go somewhere else.
But I think you have to have confidence in the person and all.
Well, the person has to be confident as well who you're seeing, you know. You know, if you ask a question, he's got to be able to, or they've got to be able to answer the question.